Alright then, so I figured this is probably going to end up being our last episode with this game because there's a car. It's got 7 fuel, as you can see from, like, you know, the nice big green number at the top there. And essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I also go like to here to release supplies if I want to based on the way, so why not? So hooray, why not? Alright, let's see here then. So you're coming up this way, you're right here. Got something to eat. You practically just ate. We got a nice little temperature boost from like the fire basically still over here, so that's fine. Let's get the show on the road, so to speak. Oh right, it's still nighttime. I forgot, like, you know, basically because, like, you know, nighttime is basically happening, like, you know, it's still bright from this far, I guess, is the thing, right? So whatever. Alright, so you're coming up this way, which is fine. I'm gonna move David over here. Oh, I see another zombie over there, apparently. Another zombie down over there, apparently, as well. Really, at this point, I don't really care about picking up items so much as, like, you know, I do killing zombies. So just pop them all out of the place, and apparently I took all my AP, so that's kind of risky, but whatever. That guy can't exactly reach me, so I can probably take a turn here to, like, you know, just wait with Darnell. Now, I'll note by the way something I think about here. I have to really, like, show off basically, like, you know, focus dodge or anything like that. I'm gonna move him right here right now. We'll basically activate this and see what it basically does. So I think this is supposed to make it so he's able to dodge to get attacks 100%, and as well as like get the like you know ability to counterattack sometimes. So let's just see how this works. Yeah, basically like focus dodge, basically like you know it gives him like you know temporary armor. Just kill him off. You know, I sort of feel it'd be a good idea to build like a fire over in a certain direction, so we're just gonna make a fire right here. Clean up the outside here a little bit as well. Let's go over here. I was trying to think here would be the best place to put Darnell. I'm gonna put him right over here, I think. And the reason I'm basically putting him right here is that if anything pops out like over here, like a zombie wise, I can test out like, you know, martial arts, the martial arts like focus dodge again. Basically want to see like what the counter attack basically does with this guy, so we'll see how that basically works when I get a chance to. And by the way, I can basically fix the car a little bit here, so. Hooray! I'll get that, just so I have a higher chance of seeing a counterattack basically happen, so. That's broken. That's fine. Let's add some fuel. Nice big strong fire now. You know, if I have fun, I basically like, you know, looted the stuff in here, but nothing else, so. Now, I'm not really sure you can basically hear it all that easily, but I do hear like sort of like zombie modes every so often. So I'm thinking like there is like some sort of like audio cue in this game where like, you know, there's a zombie right there. Basically, you can sort of like hear like the zombies, like, you know, even though you can't see them technically. Let's get this tape. It's not very audible as a thing though, so it's like, you know, it's not like you can necessarily guarantee like you can hear the zombies. That's like something you know, I probably note by the way. I think it'd be a good idea of like to have like, you know, basically do like, you know, visual cues so he's showing where zombies basically are, but also having very like a lot of like sort of like zombie moments basically. So like, you know, even if you can't like, you know, position like, you know, exactly where they are, you basically know they're basically on the map with you, if they're like, you know, around. Fix that car, fix that car. And we're fine right there. Whoa! So that's good to know. Multiple zombies can pop in on the same, like, you know, tile like that. Okay. Well, this seems like the best like opportunity to show us off, but you know, we're gonna use all our AP to get like maximum dodge right there. Gonna kill you. Take that ammo. Apparently one popped over there as well. Kind of dangerous doing this, but you know. Let's get down here with Davian. And it's supposed to really matter if, like, you know, I'm listening for audio cues because, like, you know, we can actually see the zombies right there, right? So let's see how this basically works. Oh, there we go. Counterattacked. Yeah, that's basically how like counterattack basically works. Basically, like, you know, you'll basically like get attacked, but like, you know, you'll basically like avoid the attack, and, like, you know, straight back. You know, I sort of thought the martial arts would be like very weak because, like, you know, this has like you know, a dodge basically to, like, you know, avoid like attacks, but you know, it's not too bad to actually focus your stuff there, I guess. The sword is probably clearly better, of course, and like, you know, that's probably expected, but whatever. You know, I find it funny that basically as far as dwindling, so... enough of this. Let's just eat this up. You get just to sit there for a turn, so... Sunrise in 1 hour, awesome. Now here's a question, what do I attack him with is a thing? Like, do I use like my bare hands but hit this guy, or am I using like a weapon here? I'm not really sure. You know, I think that'd be like a cool idea if like the martial artist could like attack barehanded, because like, you know, he's a martial artist. Grab him by like, you know, the rags that we see around him and like, you know, bring him to the ground, like clobber him with their fist or something. Locked. Book novel. We got ourselves fast learning. I guess that's useful. Might as well just loop the place and like be done with it. Alright, so I'm obviously keep fixing his car, so let's keep getting her fixed. Oh, there's a zombie over there. That's what we expected, though, I guess. Up in those two places. Guidebook, street map. I feel pretty safe doing this. Let's just fix this completely up. There we go. We got a fixed car. Plus I can re-listen to the radio, so we'll do that. We're a group of survivors. We're together at the Terminus, north of the city. If anyone's listening to the broadcast, please come to the Terminus. We noticed that there were over 35 zombies at the library near the Terminus during today's patrol. Alright, so caution in this library apparently. So that's worth knowing about. Apparently it does disappear after a while. Because like, you know, the zombies do move around. So like, you know, it'll basically, you know, move around at like, you know, the caution like that. Alright, let's see here. Why is this on the ground? Pick this up. And we'll just, oh, look at that! I can actually fix this better. You know, I bet because I have higher dexterity, like, you know, we can basically mend stuff a lot better, so that might be something worth knowing, like, you know, dexterity is easy to fix stuff. Might be a thing. And I'm just trying to think here. I probably just want to get this guy to, like, to rest up at this point. Get his morale basically up a little bit. Eat something. But also gets the AP up as well, so. Alright, that zombie can see me, so that's fine. Screw with that. Alright, ramen, cigarette. There we go. Basically, that's basically the map more or less crowed out. So, I survived the night. Did some, like, you know, fancy like footwork and like kill all the zombies. We can ditch this now, so let's just throw it out on the ground. I guess the plan will be at this point is just like, you know, get these guys basically like, you know, up to like, you know, spec for like, you know, the next little like foray basically into like the house of release supplies, because I assume there's gonna be zombies around it. You know, something else, by the way. I think it's cool that it basically leaves release supplies, but I probably would actually note that, like, you know, if they really leave like, you know, release supplies, like here, their patrols should be like, you know, there's like a ton of zombies here. Or actually, you know what? Instead of like counting zombies like over here, like it's cool to count the zombies, but you know, it'd be cooler if like, you know, basically the like, you know, the survivors at the Terminus basically be like, you know, there's basically a lot of zombies here. There's like, you know, little zombies here. There's like too many zombies here. You know, just give you vague information, because you're like, you know, I don't expect them to be able to necessarily, you know, count all the zombies, so to speak. So. Alright, let's see here. I don't want the street map. Why did I take the street map? Put that back in here. Put this in here. I want the all to read for a little bit, so. There we go. Morale basically up to 11 right there. Alright. I guess for crafting, let's just craft this zombie armor, because I, you know, I don't think the zombie armor gets better if you like, you know, someone else crafts it. You know, I should probably test that actually. So let's go up to Darnell here. We're gonna exchange the tape and the book, I guess. I'll just give him all this stuff, because why not? Dave's just gonna go right here and cook something. Hot cereal. Yeah, let's go for, you know, hot cereal, why not? But yes, he's gonna do some crafting for us right here. Like, I don't think it really matters, like, you craft, like, you know. Yeah, you're just making iron, right? So it's not like you're getting like a ton basically out of it or anything like that. It's just a single armor point, so dexterity doesn't really matter for, like, you know, zombie armor. Let's read this up. Read that up. It doesn't really matter too much about, like, you know, basically before, like, you know, I had like Darnell vs. Reem, but you know, now it doesn't really matter because we're basically about to, you know, get to the end of the game. So I'm basically like, you know, it's just, you know, I don't have to worry about so much about him, like, you know, carrying stuff as like, you know, opposed to like, you know, just like, you know, going around and doing stuff with him now if I want to. So why not? I realized that ammunition, so we're just going to throw that in there. We'll throw this in here. Take this out. Take this out. There's a hot meal. This morph's looking good. Mine's a little low, but it'll go up in a moment. We'll do that in a moment, I guess, as well. Do a little bit of resting right now, I guess. There we go, rested up Darnell. Davian. Alright, there we go. My guys are more or less ready to go. I mean, his safety's a little bit low, but, you know, I'm not really going to worry about, like, you know, a few points of safety like that. There we go. Gets morale obviously up a little bit more. I mean, why not? I have a little bit of AP, so... I'm not basically trying to fix this, so, like, with, like, 4 AP here, like, you know, give me, like, you know, 0.8 to repair it, so... Goes to show, like, how... Dexterity is useful based on once you're onto fixing stuff around, I guess, and stuff like that. You know what? I actually read books, so... Need a little bit of that book. Alright, so... Now, I'm not doing when you're basically driving around. Basically use the fuel and like car, move around to other places. Now, not basically because like both these guys are next to the car. Essentially, you can drive like, you know, up to like over here, like both of them. So if their command is on tiles around the car, they are all moved together. So. And yeah, holy heck. It goes to show the zombies are busy here. But that's fine. We're just gonna go to town everyone. Kill them. You know, if I really want to, I could start shooting. I mean, I've got the ammo for it. Let's make some noise. Wow, what's my accuracy? Oh, I've got, Alright, so this is worth knowing. Apparently my accuracy is really low. So, watch out for that, I guess. I was expecting a little bit more from, like, you know, shooting around and stuff like this, but whatever. I was making my distance power here, so... Tells me a little bit about that stuff, I guess. Now, don't bother if you're trying to attack stuff outside, like, you know, your vision rate, because not in sight, you'll basically have a lower chance of hitting it, so... It's not really worthwhile doing so, but, you know... Let's kill off all those guys right there. Now, it's gonna basically attract all the zombies to me at this point, so... They'll be coming, but whatever. We kill off a lot of them right here. I know these guys, they can't see me yet, but I know, like, you know, there's sound going out over there, so they're gonna be coming in this direction anyways. Alright, well, let's just wait a turn. I was gonna see a throng of zombies basically just coming in direction now, because, like, you know. They heard me and are coming for me now. Kill off these guys here. Look at that, just more fuel. Nice. Not that I need it, but you know. Now I want to buy, like, I want to basically clear this wreckage, I think, at some point, so... Oh, look at that, broken 3.2, so... Various states of being broken, these, like, cars, you know? Yeah, with David, I'm going to basically move him up here to, like, you know, deal with this wreckage, basically, when we get around to it, so... That will be the plan of him. We can move him over here to start grabbing stuff. Not that I need to grab anything, but, you know... That's the thing about it, I don't really need to grab anything right now. I'm just grabbing it for the sake of grabbing it, you know. Because I can. Let's get over here. We'll get to work basically, you know, moving the wreckage, so basically I can drive through, like, you know, the wreckage here. Basically, the thing about the wreckage is it's going to stop me from, like, you know, trying to get past here, so... not close range. I don't want to move like too close to these guys because, like, you know, zombie basically over there, right? So that really serves no purpose to read that, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing, right? These zombies can move pretty fast on them, so. Oh, there's a fighting knife. To kill both those guys. That's probably it for, like, everything on the map at this point, so. You almost feel like, you know, you should have, like, an AP, like, you know, heads up basically in this, like, menu here, so you can, like, see, like, you know, your AP better. You don't really need it, but it'd be nice, I think, to have. Well, alright then, so. That'll be a good job, basically, like, you know, clearing around everything over here. Now, something I actually want to test, by the way, is, like, you know, can I actually drive through the wreckage? Like, you know. No. Okay, so yeah, no bit with, like, you know, the car, basically, to, like, you know, get around this wreckage, I actually have to, like, you know, clear it, or else, like, you know, it'll cost me more gas. I don't need to clear it because I can drive around, but, you know, it's worth doing as a thing. So let's keep going, you know, going through that. And it's worth doing it. Apparently we're almost up to, like, you know, sunset again, so I may want to get inside, I think. Let's cover those up a little bit. Might as well, right? Just, like, hold out for a night. Won't be that tough. Alright, so there's basically, like, you know, the relief items, by the way, so you can basically pick these up. Yeah, sunsets in an hour, that's fine. There's some stuff to pick up right there. Let's get this wood. I got a hammer, right? So pick Fix that up a little bit. That's it for the planks, but it's fine. They did their job. Nothing useful. Annoying. That has, like, no durability, but whatever. And novel. Alright, well, we got something to read. Now, I will note at this point that all the zombies should have basically come at me right now, so... how does this work, by the way? You have to move everything here. Okay, so you acquire the items. You got canned meals, medicine, canned beans, vitamins, chips. Alright. I'm just gonna move Dave in here for now. We'll basically search this room in a moment. This guy's got no vision at all at night, but whatever. You know, I sort of feel like, you know, you should have, like, you know, at least a minimum of, like, you know, one tile based around you at night. Even if, like, you know, you don't have, like, any cat's eye or anything like that, because it's not like, you know, it's totally, like, you know, you can't see anything at night. The other thing to note, by the way, as well, like, you know, I assume, like, there's going to be, like, moonlight and stuff like that to also help, like, you know, light your way, so there really should be more visibility at night anyways for that reason, too. But whatever. Let's pick these up. Oh, look at that, there's actually more relief items here, so you actually get multiple relief items. Interesting. There's nuts and tool parts. Rotten stuff there, because, like, you know, rotten. Alright, there's some more stuff. It's kind of dangerous being next to the window, because there's basically an entry point right there, but whatever. At least these guys are semi-warm, I guess. Oh, I hear him outside. I'm not sure I want to move him because there's possible the zombie's going to wander right over here and, like, you know, be able to attack him next turn, so maybe I'll wait just there for a moment. He's got the armor anyways to take, you know, any surprise hits anyways. Yeah, why not? Rest her up. Alright, they're just wandering around out there, so it's fine. Alright, well, we got a novel here to read. Get our morale basically up a little bit right there. I guess we want to get his morale up as well. Let's rest for a turn. Let's read a book. And it's kind of worth knowing at this point, I don't really have anything I can really do, so... Just sort of doing nothing. You know, I'm trying to make a fire just for the sake of, like, you know, having something to cook and, you know... Let's make a small fire and see, like, you know, if the zombies basically get attracted to it or not. I'll also make it, like, you know, size free, so... That'll basically, like, warm up this, like, room here a little bit, but, you know, will it, like, basically attract zombies basically outside the thing? Here's the thing. Fires basically attract zombies, but I'm not really sure, like, you know, it attracts them, like, you know, that much, so... I don't want to get my eyes from over here. Rotten cooking, let's go. Hey, David can eat the rotten food. Oh, I have salt and more salt. Interesting. So this stuff then. No. Why not? Oh, there's only a little bit of salt, so... That's all we're getting. Alright, so there's a city basically maxed out. Everything else is maxed out. You know, I'm telling us to go to the car, grab something like to fix or something like that, maybe like this flashlight or something, or book. Oh, that's good. No, you can run for rags. So I can run for the rag, even though it's like, you know, still on the door. It just blocks my visibility. Let's take this because I have it. We'll take the fast learning. Take the lag strike because I started it. And of course, none of these are broken at this point, so whatever. And yeah, David's basically maxed out on all this stuff, so... Let's close that basically up. I assume the zombie's gonna be like, hey, there's something over there. But whatever. Some light reading done. Now here's a question. Will a zombie, like, you know, run over here and be like, you know, let's attack the window? That's the thing. Will it attack the window? I'm not sure. Oops. So there's fast learning for Daving, because why not? See, it seems like fire size, by the way. If you make like a huge fire, that'll basically attract the zombies, but you know, if it's small, it probably won't. Get some light raining basically going right there. You know, I have to say it's kind of boring when like, the zombies aren't doing anything like this. I mean, if you know how basically they manage the zombies, they like don't do anything, so... Just some casual reading before, like, you know, we basically win the game, so to speak, at this point. Is like what this is all about. Let's read this one. Sunrise in 3 hours, awesome. Let's get this book basically read. There's leg strike. Both of them. David can just like rest up here a little bit, so let's do that a little bit. There we go. Both skills basically out of the way. And look at that, it's snowing outside, because why not? Alright, well, a few zombies basically are scattered around, but you know, nothing too serious. I forget if I basically cleared the wreckage at this point, so you know, we still gotta do that, I guess, a little bit, but whatever. I got batteries, or I don't, so... Move out with him, get the batteries. Because we need batteries for both the radio and the, MP3 player here. Alright, so they apparently left some stuff at the railroad. So, relief items are on the railroad, right there. You know, I might just go to the railroad just so you can see what the railroad basically looks like, but essentially it's just like, you know, railroad with like fencing around it. That's all it really is. It doesn't really serve much purpose for me, so that's why I've been going to railroads basically, so. There we go, get that done. I guess I'll get down and cook some food in a moment, but that's fine. Eat some stuff there. I'm gonna go up here. There's really no point of collecting anything, but you know, why not? Alright, I should probably get him to rest up a little bit, so... start doing that with him. Alright, so we got some zombies over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna move back for safety because there's a few too many zombies there, I think, to take all at once. Let's get you to rest up. One. Oops, I didn't mean to drop that. Don't really need map fragments, but you know, we'll pick them up, I guess. There goes the bat, that's fine though. Take a quick little fire for him. He's not carrying any food, so... Wait, why am I... Oh yeah, because my city is low. Let's take some of this and some of this, that should be enough. Yeah, it's enough. Just cook that. Nothing too special for you. Store stuff this guy doesn't need, I guess, for now, so... Doesn't need his book, doesn't need that book. And you can just rest up for a little bit. Excellent, that guy moved toward me. I'm happy about this. And look at that, more fuel. Plenty and plenty of fuel. It's gonna take a small while to get that done, but you know, once that's basically out of the way, that wreckage, we can drive away to, like, you know, Terminus or wherever I want to. Let's read one of the tomes, I guess. Go get health. Or AP. So let's basically keep reading that tome. You know, it goes to show, like, I spent, like, just, like, you know, the day killing zombies and, like, moving the wreckage here, so... There we go. Now I can get to the railroad. And I note that basically because of snow here, I think it's taking me a little longer to basically move around, so... Snowing! Annoying. I'll probably make him just run around the house. Yay! Store some stuff. I don't need all this food in here. Let's see here. We'll just take some canned beans out. Yeah, I'll take that out. Only really need one layer at a time. Let's throw this in here. You know, I'm telling this to drive right up to Terminus and finish the game, because we are getting, like, you know, more or less to, like, toward it, like, that point where, like, you know, I really should have just won at this point. So I'm gonna just briefly go to, like, a railroad and, like, you know, I'll basically show off what it basically looks like from the map, and then we'll just drive the Terminus right after. Guess you can rest here a little bit. Resting's cool. Yeah, let's just like drive, like, you know, we'll drive here, I guess. So, it's a railroad that is in operation. It's connected to the Terminus. So this is what, like, you know, the railroad basically looks like. Essentially you have, like, you know, fences basically around, and you can basically break through the fences if you want to, or, like, you know, climb over them if you want to. Basically, as you can see, consuming an extra 10 AP when climbing over, though basically it's broken, like, you know, we can basically break it with, like, you know, wire cutters. So, he's got wire cutters. Basically, I can go over here, for example, and wire cutters can be used to, like, this, make it, like, you know, cut a chain link fence to reduce, like, HP to 0. But anyhow, let's just drive over to, like, you know, Terminus at this point. We're done. You discovered the Terminus! Get to the Terminus building! And music changes because, like, you know, it's go time. You know, I should probably use the correct weapons to kill this guy. Kill them. Send you over here. Now we're gonna get a little show as soon as we, like, end this turn, by the way, so I don't want to kill all the zombies, but, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit badass and kill some of them. So yeah, I'll note that basically there's a zombie over here. And just for a heck of it, let's just, like, say, martial arts only, go! Alright, so, basically what happens as soon as you get to the Terminus for, like, you know, the end game, so to speak. Ground survivors, cover it! So yeah, basically, like, you know, they're firing! We got help! You're gonna get over here. mean, the zombies can still get to you if you're not careful, but you know. Whee! David gets away. Apparently I can still control your character if you don't like win in the same turn, that's good now. But here we go, Terminus! You and your companion arrived at the Terminus. You'll be safe here for the time being. So it took me 32 days and 11 hours. We visited 34 locations. We killed a total of 308 zombies. And like, you know, there's like basically the part of the map basically I visited, so the Terminus is basically directly north from me, like, you know, starting out, so basically like, you know, we started over here, ran around this area for a little bit, then like, you know, went up here a little bit, and like, you know, around and around and around, and all the way up over here. So you basically get like a nice little breakdown based on what you're basically doing, so, there's a map, there's basically all the stuff we visit, so we visit the houses, we visit fortified houses, 2 libraries, 2 police stations, electronics store, fire station, grocery, hardware, pharmacy, railroad, terminus. Here's our AP we basically used. We basically moved around, we read some books, lots of books. We rested, attacked, changed locations, searched, opened, and stuff. That's like for like doors and windows and stuff like that. We repair electronics, cooks, stuff like this. Alright, so, as soon as we basically, like, you know, beat the game, we can unlock new occupations for the first time. So I have access to basically, like, you know, this one here, or this one here, so... unlock this basically a student, I think, right here. This is the athlete, I think. I'm not sure what this guy is, so let's just pick this guy. Oh, security guard. Okay, so actually you can select what you want here, so... Yeah, that's basically the athlete. So never get tired, and they believe in constant movement as the best targeting strategy, so basically these guys have high health, very low strength, high agility, or, you know, decent agility, extra points there. So, this guy's like really interesting, the athlete, because basically they can, like, you know, recover like additional, like, you know, AP per turn, and he also, like, you know, can like use a boost basically to, like, you know, essentially like use like a whole lot of like their, like, you know, movement basically like all in like this like one go. Basically they have like, you know, say 20 AP basically, and it would like, you know, recover like say 10 like the next turn. They can basically like, use like 10 AP, recover like with a boost like 10 of it, and like, you know, get like you know, basically free like AP in a turn. It'll cost like, you know, a lot of AP for like, you know, next like turn basically after it. So use this basically like in like a crush situation, so to speak. Security guard, these guys are fairly powerful because they've listened, so essentially they can like, you know, hear like all the zombies face around them. High observation, decent combat, you know, crap agility, no dexterity, no health. And then there's the student. Oh yeah, this would be my go-to character if I was playing this game again, I guess, but whatever. They can't choose addictive as a preference, by the way, but you know, they're so good in everything else, so... Let's unlock the security guard. Or, you know... I'll take some, why not? So, there we go, proceed. Alright, so, this is basically Terminus. And that's basically like the soldier basically unlocked as an achievement, I guess. Number of survivors, 2. Survival occupations, so basically we have like, you know, soldier right there. You know, I find that we don't have like the martial arts so basically unlocked because we basically like, you know, used him for a little bit, but you know, basically I just want you to start with like a soldier basically in front of go or whatever. Go from there. There's a survival history, by the way. There's like, you know, my run basically there when I won. Alright, so this is like those 3 things. So, that's Terminus, and, you know, I'm very, very happy I basically got to show this game off to you guys, because it is basically one of, like, the better, like, you know, like, sort of, like, survival, like, you know, zombie type of games, and, you know, as you can see, I had a lot of depth to it, even though it was like, simple zombies. They were like, just run around like going, Now, I will note, by the way, if I was to play this again, I probably wouldn't play in default mode here. So let's see what this other stuff basically does. So, I obviously went through this like the first time, but out of stock. Features: 9% of furniture in special places, except for houses, is empty. Most doors and windows in special places have been broken. Items found in the house have been increased by 10%. So, alright, interesting. So basically, like, people like, have basically looted like this area like a lot more, so it's basically hard to like get around and stuff like that. So crowd, dangerous places have tripled. So basically, like, more zombie things to deal with. And then frozen zombies. The starting temperature decreases by 20 degrees Celsius. The game starts with accumulated snow, and snow comes more often. Alright, so interesting. Alright, excuse me. That's basically it for Terminus. I hope you guys basically enjoyed like the playthrough for it. So I guess I'll be like some final thoughts basically here about like the game before like we basically like leave here for good. So I thought this was like I feel like stellar game basically to play there. And like essentially like it had very like good crafting, like good controls and stuff like that. I would basically like fix the UI a little bit, I guess, for like a couple things, like make it so like if you don't like click outside a window, that's not necessarily like kill a window. But for most part, it's like it played like well. I guess it got around easily enough. It wasn't like too difficult or too hard. I might basically say like Soldier might be a little bit too tough basically to give like the newbie players, because like I basically played a Soldier and it's like well, you basically saw me here. It's like basically one hit KO with like all the zombies in the head with like my soldiers. So I was like okay, easy enough to do. Skills need to be fixed a little bit, I think, because like basically like you can get like multiples of like fast learning or like weapon degradation to stop and stuff like that. It really should be like something like maybe like get like maybe once like you basically can read about skills, and then I'd probably basically like level those basic skills basically up after it. But well, yeah, that's the thing basically. If you can do it that way if you want to, or basically have basically if you like once you have the skill basically read again, it's a little bit hard maybe like learn it basically more. Because basically right now it's a little bit like the thing here is that like I think it's a little bit too easy to like get your like your character basically snowballing along after like a certain point. And that's like a little bit of an issue I think in the game. Like your characters will basically like snowball to the point where like they're unstoppable, and like only carelessness or like stupidity can really get yourself killed. But that's something about skills that could be balanced a little bit better. Speaking about skills, your companions can probably like get a little bit better I think skills, because like starting with like just their basic skill, like nothing else is like this like what's the point basically like pick up like other survivors if you like if they don't have like any like really good skills at that point. It might make sense to have it so you can have like campaigns so like you start with like multiple character companions basically like next to each other. But like if you basically have it so like have like multiple companions, like I could see like it being a thing where like you could have like multiple companions to start with, if they can make it as sort of game if you want to. Other things basically to note. Let's see here. So I will note that basically like after a while the game basically became sort of like sameish, because like you basically like go through the motions after like a certain point where like you basically like just reap stuff and like that. I may like just make it so like it's possible for like zombies to be a little bit more aggressive, because like essentially like toward like this episode here for example, I was basically like in the house reading a book, and like zombies were doing anything to me because like they didn't know I was there. And I think they like should know you a little bit, like your presence a little bit, because like it gets a little bit boring if like nothing actually happens. Like I'll note there was like it was fun like when I had the fire going, and I don't know if the fire was basically like attracting them, because like hooray, activity. But yeah, it could be a lot better in that sort of aspect. The difficulty was like not great past a certain point. But anyhow, that's basically Terminus. I hope you guys basically enjoyed the game, and take care.